everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all keeping well and keeping safe, and thank you for coming back to my channel. Now in today's video I'm going to be taking us all down memory lane, and I'm going to be explaining why I don't have a proper belly button. Well, if you can even call it a belly button. But yes, I'm going to take you there, so if you want to hear more about this story, then please do keep watching. So a very long time ago, when I was just 3 years old, I was being admitted to hospital, and this was at the Pendlebury Children's Hospital in Manchester. And this was one of many admissions to hospital. From the minute I was born till I was school age, I was in, say 3 weeks, out 3 weeks, in 3 weeks, blah 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 blah, back and forward, between my home, my local hospital, and then Pendlebury. So this time, when I was 3, it was at Pendlebury. And I was having surgery. Not just one surgery or 2 surgeries, but 3 surgeries in one go. And because general anaesthetic is a very powerful drug, and they didn't want to put me under too much stress, so they thought they'd just do it all in one go. Get a full team in and bam, do it all at the same time. So I had my adenoids removed and my tonsils removed, and I also had my umbilical hernia removed. Thankfully, because I was only 3, I don't really remember much about the surgical side of things. I remember before I went down to theatre, I was just sat it's funny, I've got this, I don't know if you can see, I just tied the little top up, and it kind of came out like that, maybe a bit more floppier. And I used to just sit and just diddle with it, just as kids do if they've got something unusual on their body. I mean, I don't remember it hurting or anything, but I guess it just didn't heal up the way that umbilical cords usually do, because I do have hypertonia, which is weak muscles from all over the body, which makes you a floppy baby. I do remember my mum taking photos of my hernia before the surgery and then afterwards. I guess just for us to remember by. And now I can't remember where they were, but I'll ask my mum if I can find where the photos are, and if I do find them, then I will add them on the screen. Now I am going to share photos from this time in hospital, because something pretty important happened when I was in hospital for this time. But I'm going to go back to the hernia. Now when you have a connective tissue disorder like Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, hernias are common. All different kinds of hernias. You know, my mum's had her hernia, she had hers removed last year, and it ended up being a lot more complex than she thought, or they thought, and it took her quite a while to recover. But for me, mine was umbilical. So because I have hypertonia, which means weak muscles, the muscles were just so weak in my tummy that they didn't do what they were supposed to do and heal the umbilical area. So this is what caused the hernia. Now it's just weak muscle, massive weak muscles. There's nothing usually dangerous in these hernias, but they do obviously do tests just to make sure that everything is clear. And yeah, so I guess because I was coming up 4 and it still hadn't healed, and and it was still very big, they decided to do surgery. I think I was in, well, I actually don't know how long I was in hospital for. I reckon I was in probably a week at least, because of the way that I am. Everything just takes a bit longer to heal, and it's to make sure that I'm okay. So as a result of this surgery, I now have like a scar, and it's a really weird scar. It kind of, when I show you a photo, which will appear on the screen at any point, you will see it's a bit strange. And for many years, it always felt a bit weird to touch. You know how everyone has that sensitive part of the body that it kind of, ooh, when, you know, they touch or somebody else touches. That kind of feeling. Now it doesn't bother me anymore. Like, I know that my muscles are still, well, they'll always be weak, but especially in my tummy. So the important thing, besides surgery that happened during this stay in hospital, was that it was my 4th birthday. Now, you might think, oh, birthday in hospital, poor kid. Please bear in mind, I had lots of birthdays and Christmases in hospital. And for me, it was never really that big a deal. It was always exciting and fun. You got presents, you know, you surrounded by people. And it was just always a really happy time from what I remember. Now obviously it's different for different people, and if you've got a child that's really, really sick, like they don't know what, you know, if they're in a coma or something, then that is completely different. But for the most of the kids, it was an exciting time. Santa Claus would come in, families would come in, you know, the nurses and the staff would all dress up as much as they were allowed to. They'd have decorations up. It was just a really fun time, and on this birthday they had a little party on the ward, and I think my mum said I was in Victoria Ward. Like they had a ward, Borshot Ward, which was for leukemia and, you know, diseases like that. I'm guessing mine was like general surgery, and that was the ward that I ended up being on the most. And my mum actually slept in Liebert Ward, which I guess was where parents could stay. So yeah, this ward was like my second, third home. These nurses were like family. So yeah, on this birthday, we had a little party in the ward. We had cake, I got to open presents. I got to wear this blue dress, which you'll see in the photos. I loved it, and I couldn't wait to get it on. And we actually left a piece of birthday cake for my dad, because I think he had to work and then come through after work. I think he was at work. So I remember him appearing, and the fact that we left a cake for him. So he comes and they let us go to see my nan and granddad, and I think I got my ears pierced. I think my mum got mine done before she got hers done. I don't remember that bit. My sister don't remember that bit, but that's what I think my mum has said. My ears were done. And we had a little tea party at my nan and granddad's. We had chocolate cake. So, you know, I mean, 2 birthday cakes in one day is pretty exciting for a 4-year-old. And then we had to go back to hospital, and my mum went to get the piece of cake that saved for my dad, and it was gone. Who stole my dad's cake? Who? We don't know. None of the nurses knew. Some cake thief. How dare they? And it was a fun day. It was fun, yeah. And I'll always remember that day, that birthday, more than many other days that I've had. But I didn't let the fact that I had surgery stop me having fun. It was just another, oh, I'm here, I'm having something done. Don't get me wrong, I got scared, like, you know, anesthetic, you know, got to sleep. I was terrible at being put to sleep. I cry and kind of, not fight it, but I just, you know, even now I'm like, no. But it petrifies me, the thought of general anesthetic. You know, it's such a powerful drug, like it knocks you out in seconds. Yeah, it's just crazy, it's mind-blowing. But anyway, I am kind of detouring from the hernia. Yeah, many people get hernias at any age, but if you do have ADS, for example, you are more prone to having them because of weak muscles and the connective tissues are not working as they should be. So all these things happen. And I had a few things happen when I was younger. And that is why I don't have a proper belly button. And I've never felt like I've had to hide it or cover it up. I've always been proud of it because I remember it from my birthday, I remember the cakes, I remember the fact that I had 3 surgeries in one go. It was just part of my growing up. And that is my story for today. I hope you've enjoyed learning why I don't have a belly button. And if you want to learn any more about hernias then, especially in relation to EDS, then I will add the EDS UK website down below in the description bar. And thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed watching and learned something new. And if you did, then please give me a thumbs up. I will much appreciate it. And don't forget to share because this may help somebody else feel less alone. You know, we all have our quirks. And it's time to shine on our little quirks, whatever they may be. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. That would be amazing. And don't forget to click on the notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. Now, don't forget you can also check out my Patreon and you can support my channel there. You can pay just £3 a month and you'll get behind the scenes and extra bit of filming, and I'll just keep you updates, sneaky previews and thumbnails. So again, the link will be in the description bar below. Check out my website, DinkyKt.co.uk, find out where you can find me on social media, and you can read my blog. So thank you for watching, take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Bye!